Let's talk about one other influence in your life. You've already mentioned him, your volleyball coach, and his name was am I saying it right? It's Von Peckham?
Vaughn Peckham, yeah, he unfortunately passed a couple years ago. Um, but you look back in your life and the male influences, if you're a guy, and maybe female if you're female. Obviously, I can't speak for that perspective. But I showed up to high school. I didn't even know what volleyball was. I knew the sport, but I didn't know the complexity. And he's like, "Well, hey, I want to teach you guys how to play volleyball," and he did. And so he's our coach all through high school and part of my tenure at Western. But what he taught me was, when you say I'm done, I can't do anymore.
Yes.
With Vaughn, there was always more in the tank that he let you find, right? He was super competitive. Um, and to this day, when I'm struggling or it's hard or I'm at the gym and I'm pushing and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, what would Vaughn say? You got this, work hard, do it, push it. Now, some of his techniques in today's coaching might not be as acceptable. He certainly could raise his voice and put the fear of God into you at times. Um, but if you understood what he was trying to accomplish with his approach, he was a very kind, empathetic, driven to really to reach our potential, whatever level we were at, right? And I remember the start of every season, he'd say, "Hey guys, do you want to see how far we can go and win, or do you want to have fun? Because those are the two paths we can take.
Mm.
Both are fine. Of course, we all put our hands up. We want to win, right? Okay, so if you want to win, there's going to be some things." And he had a saying, and it was something around the lines of park it. When you come into practice, I want you to park all the other stress in your life, your girlfriend, your studies, family issues, money, whatever, park it. When you're here for the 2 hours, I want you focused, right? Because the team will perform better if we're focused and contribute, especially in practice. Because in game time, in game time or any kind of performance, whether it's athletic or music, when you're actually performing, you're kind of on autopilot, right?
Yeah, you are.
The muscle memory is doing this thing, the brain, you don't have time to think about, do I go right or left? Do I hit the ball right or left? Or it just sort of, it materializes. And so practice to him was a sacred moment, and focus was important. And that's a powerful skill that's kept me, am I bearing down hard enough? Am I focusing on this? Um, and really, am I working hard enough? And the crazy thing is, when I ever said I'm done, I have nothing left, and he made us run more sprints, we all had more left. We all could do more, right? Because the capacity to stretch your body and your mind is it's not unlimited, but there's certainly lots more than most of us push our bodies and our mind to. So he is truly someone that I look up to continually, and like my father, I think about him often, which is just kind of cool, actually.
I like what you said about Von, or that line that he had where at the beginning of the season, what was it? Do you want to win or do you want to have fun?
Right.
It was like it was kind of like crushing that participation trophy mentality that's kind of built into kids at an early age.
Yeah, don't get me talking about participation trophy. We have three kids, and Ontario Soccer one year went, we're not keeping score. Literally in house, like, they didn't keep score for a number of years. I don't know if they've changed it.
What?
They didn't keep score in games. Well, kids keep score. Our kids, our youngest daughter was probably 8 or 9 at the time. She kept score. We kept score on the sideline. Um, and end of the year, all three kids were playing soccer, and my son Luke was on a really good team, and they won sort of the tournament, but there was no winners. Everybody is congratulated with the trophy. And Brooke was on a team that, well, quite frankly, was not very good, and she knew that. But at the end of that year, it was the FIFA Cup year, and so they all got these mini FIFA trophies. And whether Luke's team got the same size as Brooke's team, and it had no value to them, right?
Mm.
Brooke goes, "I don't deserve a trophy," because she knew that. And Luke goes, "Ugh, I deserve a bigger trophy," because in previous years, fortunate, each one of them had won their league. Each one of our kids had won their house league division. So they got a big trophy, like it's a foot high. So in previous years, they won the big trophy. And then this year, when Ontario Soccer changed to everyone gets the trophy, because that was the movement at the time. But the sad thing about that, Victor, is that's not life.
No, that's not life at all.
It
No.
is it's the worst we all win. Well, we actually don't all win because if there's one job posting, imagine if you were the job you got at CBC. Well, we're going to give it to 20 other people too. Well, that's it. Companies can't do that. You actually were successful. You won the position. You went through a great process. You were interviewed. You're the one we chose, and you were successful. And conversely, we've all had moments where we didn't win, right? We didn't get the promotion. We didn't get the job. We didn't get a raise. We missed our sales number, so we didn't get the bonus.